I mean, okay, it's bad. Okay, fine. But I don't know what terms of service these guys are actually breaking.
I think they now all have policies basically against, state actors or government actors basically intervening to spread propaganda.
Facebook and Twitter accused China of running disinformation campaign against Hong Kong protesters. What I gather, so it says they've suspended 936 accounts associated with misinformation campaign. And I guess basically they're banning them on grounds that they're creating fake accounts.
I mean, it's very similar to what you saw with the Russia investigation stuff, where there's basically people creating lots of quote unquote bot type accounts where they're basically using it to promote and disseminate, certain points of view. They're basically doing it to either promote fake stories or amplify ones that they think will create, discord.
So maybe these are bots. Is that because
a lot of them aren't technically, people will call them bots, but they're not actually they're not a AI behind it. It's a person doing it, but they're basically there to professionally troll and get people into arguments and that kind of stuff, and push negative points of view on particular topics beyond what it would typically merit in a news cycle.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, part of me says, I don't know what terms of service these. I mean, okay, it's bad. Okay, fine, but I don't know what terms of service these guys are actually breaking. By spreading, yes, it's misinformation and it's I guess
I think
politically
this has been a bit
disruptive.
of a moving target for these big platform companies to figure out over the last 12 to 24 months. A lot of them didn't really have policies to deal with this, and basically their community standards on what kinds of misinformation are allowed or not allowed. I think they now all have policies basically against state actors or government actors basically intervening to spread propaganda and that kind of stuff. So I think that I'm sure it contravenes their policies, but I think what does and what doesn't is not something that's particularly well defined. And this has been one of the issues that Facebook and Twitter have had in the US, particularly with the US government starting to look at how do we actually oversee this and put some rules in place, is that these things are not well defined and they kind of start to figure them out on a kind of as it goes basis.
Hi, this is Alex Mozed. Thanks for joining us on Winner Take All. If you enjoyed the content today, which I bet you did, please comment, subscribe, and definitely message me on Twitter when we're doing live streams. Also, please note, all opinions expressed about stocks or public companies on the show are exactly that, opinions. This is not investment advice. Don't act on it. WisdomTree licensed Applico's Platform Insights data product to aid in the creation of the PLAT ETF. Thanks for joining us.